Recently, Everest has been in a nasty accident near Marshland when he was having a race with Marshall. All the pups miss her company, and nowadays they were overworked. They had a lot of work to do. They had to do their own work in addition to Everest's. All the pups were cross. They hated being overworked because they had to do their own work as well as Everest's. Marshall grumbled too. I get no rest, I get no rest, I get no rest, I get no rest, he said. They were all overworked. They had to do Everest's work. First up, they had to do their own work until the supper time. And then after that, they had to do Everest's work. They were all cross. Wow. With Everest gone for one day's bed. But for a whole week is terrible. And Marshall kept on working. That night, all of the pups arrived at the lookout tower. They had an indignation meeting. Disgraceful, Zuma said. Yes, disgraceful, all the pups said. Why did Everest have to get into an accident? Sky asked. Because I had the decision to have a race with her. So it's your fault. No, it isn't. Oh yeah? Then why did you ask Everest to have a race? Because I was jealous of Zuma and Rocky racing? So it's your fault. It isn't. It is. It isn't. It is. It isn't. It is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Would you two shut up? Zuma said. Marshall and Sky behaved better after that. Chase continued. It's still disgraceful why we get to do our own work in addition to Everest's. Oh, it's all Marshall's fault. He wanted her and him to have a race. Oh, yeah, I guess I was a bit jealous of Zuma and Rocky racing, so I challenged Everest to a race. And she got into trouble. So, it's all your fault. It isn't. It is. And then they began again. It isn't. It is. It isn't. It is. It isn't. It is. Is. It isn't. It is. It isn't. Yes, it is. And Marshall and Sky began to fight. They bumped into each other, they pulled each other, and they crashed each other. But then they began to fight even harder. And if they fighted even harder, they just pushed themselves out of the way. If they pushed themselves out of the way, they would back up to run up to themselves. If they back up to run again to themselves, Marshall and Sky would collide into each other. And then that's it. Marshall and Sky were feeling very sorry for themselves. Sorry we argued. Yeah, I guess. But it's still your fault. Oh, no, it isn't. Take this. Ah! Haha. That's gonna kill you. Marshall, why did you kill Sky. I didn't kill her. I just punished her. Oh, well, anyway, I guess the meeting is over. Back to sleep. And the next morning, all the pups went off to do their work. And once again, they had to do both their work and Everest's. But if there was one pup who complained about overworking, it's Rocky. I don't like being overworked. This overworking is bad. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I want to get a rest. All the pups were getting restless. Grrr, Marshall said. He was most upset about Rocky. He was most angry about Rocky. So when they had a break, they talked together. Puh, I cannot believe you're complaining about overworking again. This is just as bad as that stunt I tried to do last week. Hey guys, do you want to see me jump over this bridge and be safe, just like in the scene in The Great Race? I don't think it's that safe. You see, in The Great Race, it's just a cartoon or a TV show or however you want to call it. But I don't think this can happen in real life. I don't think you'll be able to make it. I think you're just going to crash and dent yourself and maybe bash yourself up a bit. I'll be fine. I'll prove it's safe. I can't stop now. They watched in amazement. Whee! This is fun. Ouch. So, it's that bad, Rocky said. Yes, I am fed up of your complaining. I'm off to go to the beach and relax. Bye-bye. Phew, what's his problem? I'm just overworked. And Rocky went back to his work at the dump. 1 week later, Everest came back home. And all the pups were pleased to see her. She had been gone for a very long time. And soon enough, Rocky stopped complaining when he saw Everest. Oh, Everest, I'm glad you're home. Well, thanks. Everest said. Hey, why were you gone at the work so much? Chase said. Do you mean to say, why have I stayed so long at the works? Yes, that's what I meant to say. My mistake. Well, basically, I just had a lot of damage from that crash. Oh, what kind of damage? Zuma said. Well, it wasn't that much of a damage. It was just the mud was stuck in my engine and I had to stay there for 2 freaking weeks. Oh, well, we're glad you're home. Oh, thanks. How has it been without me? Chase thought for a second. It wasn't that great. Why not? Well, Marshall got into an accident when he jumped over a bridge. Hey, don't remind me of that moment again. Did I tell you a few days ago not to flash back to anything in this freaking episode? Bye-bye. Anyway, sorry about that. Marshall's just cross about why am I flashbacking to things that had happened in his life in this episode. So, yeah, it has been quite bad. Rocky has been complaining every single freaking day. Yeah, I'm just overworked. Bye. Well, where's Sky? Well, Marshall just pushed her into a little hole or something. Hey, what did I tell you a few minutes ago? To not flash back to any moments in this freaking episode? I'm leaving to go and have donuts. Jeez, what's his problem? Oh, nothing. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway. So, how have you been at the works? Been pretty sad. I miss the glory days of working and having fun but she didn't have to say another word as Sky went here. Where's that Marshall? Oh, hello, Everest. Sorry. I just want to ask, where's Marshall? I need to punish him for what he did to me. He's, at Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts? I'm gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts now. Meanwhile, Dunkin' Donuts. I like these donuts. Marshall, what did I tell you? Why did you crash me? And why are you eating donuts when you're not supposed to? That's it. No more Mr. Nice Pup. I'm sure they'll be all right. Well, shall we get back to work? Oh, sure. Come on. Let's go. Let's work together. Okay. So, Chase and Everest went together to go and finish their work. And Rocky was happy he didn't get to work anymore. But the story's not over as Zuma had never seen Everest before. Well, he had, but he didn't really know her that much. He thought she was useless. That guy is useless. Why? Until one day that all changed. When Zuma was pulling some vans up a steep hill, he got stuck. Oh shit, now I'm going to be late. Just then Everest, I'm here to push. No need to push, lump of scrap. Everest rolled her eyes. Don't call me lump of scrap, you pee-pee in the tissue. Zuma was shocked. He was furious. How dare you call me pee-pee in the tissue? I'm gonna destroy you. Not likely. Not likely. I'm only trying to help you. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Oh, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Take that. And after they got beaten up, Zuma and Everest all got back in works. And Everest still wanted to help Zuma. And Zuma made up his mind. You can help me, fine, but only this once. Everest was very happy. So she went back to the back of the long delivery. And Everest began to push him up the hill. Up the hill. Oh, I can't do it. This hill's too steep. No need to cry. I've got this. and Everest pushed Zuma up the hill. Yay! Thank you, Everest. You're the best. Thank you. Bye. Man, I've never seen Zuma that happy. And Everest went away. That night, Zuma and Everest were at the lookout tower. Everest had decided to share spots with Zuma. Zuma was very impressed by Everest's work. I see now that you're very useful. And Everest couldn't have felt happier.